just friends, killing time, laughing like the world was kind. Late night talks, inside jokes, promises we never spoke. I knew the lines, I knew the rules. Never cross, never choose. But something heavy lived inside, and I got tired of the lie. I stood there shaking, heart exposed. One sentence changed the road. After I said it out loud, nothing felt the same somehow. Same streets but a different view. Same friend but someone new. I didn't ask for more than truth. Didn't plan to lose you too. But after I said it out loud, we became someone else. Somehow. Now conversations pause too long. Every silence feels so wrong. You don't look me in the eye. I don't know how to rewind. I miss the way it used to be, before honesty broke the peace. I thought the truth would set us free. Didn't know it would change me. I'd take it back if I still could. But feelings don't work that good. After I said it out loud, nothing felt the same somehow. Same jokes but they don't land. Same touch, now a distance stands. I didn't mean to make it hard. I just followed my heart. But after I said it out loud, we became someone else. Somehow. Maybe time will heal the space. Maybe things will find their place. Or maybe this was always meant to break before it bent. I didn't lose a friend today. I lost the easy way. After I said it out loud, I saw the truth in your doubt. I don't regret the words I chose, even if it cost us both. If loving meant the risk I took, then I'd still read the page I wrote. Because after I said it out loud, I finally became myself. Friends, and something changed.
Red lanterns sway in the street. Laughter echoes past my feet. Families counting blessings loud. I disappear inside the crowd. Tables full of empty chairs. Memories hanging in the air. Every wish feels far from here when I'm standing on my own. They say this night is meant for more, but my heart's still at the door. I'm alone on Chinese New Year, while the world is holding close. Every smile feels out of reach. Every memory hurts the most. Fireworks light up the sky, but they don't reach me down here. Yeah, the year begins without you. night still feels the same. I make a wish I won't say out loud, try to blend into the sound, but silence finds me anyway at the turn of the day. They say new luck starts tonight, but mine got lost in the light. I'm alone on Chinese New Year, while the world is holding close. Every smile feels out of reach, every memory hurts the most. Fireworks light up the sky, but they don't reach me down here. Yeah, the year begins without you. I'm alone on Chinese New Year. Maybe next year I won't feel this way. Maybe time will soften the pain, but tonight I'm just surviving this quiet kind of rain. 3, 2, 1. Still no one. I'm alone on Chinese New Year, when hope is everywhere. I hold on to a borrowed strength and breathe through the air. If luck is coming, let it find me right where I stand, right here. Yeah, the year starts without you. I'm alone on Chinese New Year. Fireworks painting up the sky. Everybody's counting down. I'm holding a glass I won't finish, in a room that's way too loud. They're making wishes, closing chapters, kissing problems out of sight. I'm standing still in yesterday while the clock says midnight. They say new beginnings start right now, but I don't feel any different somehow. I was broken on New Year night, while the world was feeling alive. Everyone cheering, starting again. I was losing what I couldn't mend. They say hope comes with the year, but mine stayed back with the tears. Yeah, the future came too soon. I was broken on New Year night. Confetti sticking to the floor like memories I can't escape. I tried to smile for the moment, but it just cracked on my face. I made resolutions I won't keep, wrote your name then crossed it out. Guess some things don't reset just because the year runs out. Time keeps moving, doesn't ask if I'm ready for the past. I was broken on New Year night, while the world was feeling alive. Everyone cheering, starting again. I was losing what I couldn't mend. They say hope comes with the year, but mine stayed back with the tears. Yeah, the future came too soon. I was broken on New Year night. dragging pieces of my past. If healing's waiting, I'm somewhere near. It didn't find me here. Yeah, the year turned right on time. I was broken on New Year night. Fireworks stayed, I stayed the same. One suitcase, one-way flight, a different sky, unfamiliar signs. Words felt heavy in my mouth. Every answer came out wrong. Late night calls across the sea, smiling so they wouldn't worry. I said I'm fine, I'll figure it out, while fear was teaching me how to breathe. I learned strength doesn't sound like pride. Sometimes it sounds like staying quiet. I was far from home, but still standing. Lost my way, but kept on planning. Every doubt said I should quit, but I stayed through every hit. I didn't know how strong I'd be till the world asked everything of me. I was far from home, still standing, and I made it through. Part-time nights, early trains, broken sleep, borrowed days, studying words I barely knew, dreaming in a different tongue. I failed exams, I questioned plans, counted coins inside my hand. But every fall taught me this: giving up was not an option. I wasn't brave, I was just tired of letting fear decide my life. I was far from home, but still standing. Lost my way, but kept on planning. Every doubt said I should quit, but I stayed through every hit. I didn't know how strong I'd be till the world asked everything of me. I was far from home, still standing, and I made it I miss birthdays, miss the rain, miss my language, miss my name. But every tear became a step toward the life I hadn't met. This wasn't luck, this was survival. I was far from home, now I'm here, holding proof I faced the fear. Every sacrifice, every night led me to this moment right. I didn't cross the world to fail, I crossed it to rewrite my tale. I was far from home, still standing. Now I've graduated. Same heart, stronger soul. I'm coming home.
We were laughing like nothing could break, like the cracks weren't already there. Every promise felt loud and brave, till the truth hit the air. Some endings come without a plan. Fireworks don't ask before they burn, they just light the dark
Maybe I missed the warning signs, chasing light instead of time. Fireworks don't ask before they burn. They just light the dark and let it hurt. I thought we had time to learn, but sparks don't wait their turn. Fireworks don't ask, they just burst. They just burst.
Met a stranger's killing time. Same small room, same borrowed night. Nothing special at first glance, just polite words, no romance. But something stayed after the hello. In the quiet I didn't know. Every laugh started to land a little closer than I planned. Somewhere between the late night talks and the walks that never rest, between the jokes and shared regrets, something more began to trust. I don't know when the moment came, but I felt it start to change, from almost something passing by to wanting forever in your eyes. Days turned into reasons to stay. Small details gave us away. Learning scars, learning fears, counting time in honest tears. I saw the strength beneath the doubt. You saw me when I shut down. Every touch felt more like truth. Every silence felt like proof. Somewhere between the late night talks and the walks that never rest, between the jokes and shared regrets, something more began to trust. I don't know when the moment came, but I felt it start to change, from almost something passing by to wanting forever in your eyes. Maybe it wasn't fireworks, maybe it was something real, growing slow and steady, like something meant to heal. Break, no rushing, no fear. Somewhere between who we were and who we're becoming now. I stopped imagining what if and started saying how. I don't need a perfect sign, I don't need to name the flame. I just know this story ends with me saying your name. From almost to always.
Yeah, ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa. Sun's coming up like it knows my name. Coffee tastes better today. No heavy thoughts, no rush to run. I'm letting the moment stay. Shoes by the door, open plans, nothing I have to prove. Every little feels right, even the way I move. I don't need much, I don't need more, just this feeling I can't ignore. It's a good day, I can feel it now. Something light in the air, somehow I'm smiling for no real reason, but that's the music playing a little too loud, or laughing at nothing with friends around. Even the cracks in the sidewalk shine when I stop watching the time. I don't know where this road will go, but right now I'm fine. Turns out happiness shows up when I stop looking for signs. I'm breathing deep, I'm wide awake. This kind of joy doesn't need a break. It's a good day, I can feel it now. Something light in the air, somehow I'm smiling for no real reason, but that's the best kind, no explanation. Hands up high, let worry slide. This moment's on my side, yeah, it's a good day, and I'm gonna let it stay. If tomorrow brings the rain, I'll deal with that when it comes. Right now I'm here, right now I'm good, right now I've already won. Breathe it in, sing it out. It's a good day. Say it out loud, let the whole world hear it now. Every heartbeat, every step feels like something I won't forget. Sun or shade, I'm okay. I choose this feeling anyway. Yeah, it's a good day, and I'm gonna let it stay. Yeah, it's a good day. Feels good to say.
The city's quiet after midnight, confetti sleeping on the ground. All the noises faded softly, like it never made a sound. We stood where the night was thinning, between what was and what's next, holding on to, almost afraid of what comes after, yes. The clock keeps moving, doesn't care if hearts are ready to let go. These are goodbyes before the new year's first dawn, before the sky learns a different song. We said forever like it was strong, but time proved us wrong. So here we are in the final hours, watching dreams lose their power. These are goodbyes before the new year's first dawn. Streetlights flicker like old memories, trying hard to stay alive. Every promise feels unfinished, every tear we tried to hide. I thought endings came with answers, or at least a clearer sign. But all we have is silence, and this fragile line of time. If holding on would change the truth, we'd still be standing here. These are goodbyes before the new year's first dawn, before the sky learns a different song. We said forever like it was strong, but time proved us wrong. So here we are in the final hours, watching dreams lose their power. These are goodbyes before the new year's first dawn. Maybe one day this won't end, maybe distance dulls the sound, but right now every second breaks as the night burns down. 3, 2, 1, still undone. These are goodbyes before the new year's first dawn, before hope puts its new dress on. If loving you was never wrong, then leaving hurts this long. I'll carry us into the morning comes, we move on. Red lights hanging in the street, crowds moving to the same heartbeat, laughter rising, smoke in the air, gold and crimson everywhere. I wasn't looking for a sign, just killing time in the noise and shine. Then the sky began to bloom, and somehow I noticed you. In a moment I can't explain, everything around us changed. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. When the sky lit up, you were standing right there. All the noise faded out, every doubt disappeared. One spark in the dark made it suddenly clear. I don't know your story, don't know your fears, but I felt something real at the turn of the year. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. Crowded streets, but a quiet space. Just one smile on one face. Drums were loud, hearts were too. Every color led me to you. We didn't say much, didn't need to. Some feelings arrived fully true. Between the smoke and the cheer, something started right here. Time slowed down for a while. I memorized your smile. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. When the sky lit up, you were standing right there. All the noise faded out, every doubt disappeared. One spark in the dark made it suddenly clear. I don't know your story, don't know your fears, but I felt something real at the turn of the year. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. Ooh, yeah. Maybe it's crazy, maybe it's fast, but some moments aren't meant to last. They're meant to start something new, like the way my heart moved to you. Break it down, hold your breath. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. Lanterns glowing, future drawing near. If this feeling fades or stays sincere, I'll remember how it felt right here. When the old year ended, something appeared, a brand new hope, sudden and clear. It was love at first firework on Chinese New Year. Ooh, red lights low, hearts aglow. Street lights blinking like they know there's something neither of us said. We walk the long way home again, circling what's left unsaid. Every pause feels heavier than words we never choose. We're standing in the midnight, this moment disappears, I'll still remember how it was, standing in the midnight between us. Still here, still we were talking like tomorrow was short, making plans like they were written in stone. I was building my world around us, calling somewhere unfamiliar home. I trusted the quiet between every word, thought silence meant safe and certain. Then one moment shifted the ground, and nothing stood the same. I never saw that coming, never felt the warning sign. 1 second I was holding on, next second losing time. If this was always breaking, why did it feel so right? I never saw that coming till it was goodbye. I replay every laugh we shared, searching for the hidden truth. Every memory feels different now, like it knew what I couldn't prove. I thought love moved slow and honest, not sudden like a storm. The truth doesn't knock away, it just walks through the door. I never saw that coming, never felt the warning sign. 1 second I was holding on, next second losing time. If this was always breaking, why did it feel so right? I never saw that coming till it was goodbye. Maybe I trusted the dream too much, maybe I missed the cracks, or maybe some endings choose us before we can fight back. I would have braced myself if I had known. I never saw that coming, and that's what hurts the most. Losing something real to a truth I never noticed. I'm standing in the aftermath, trying to survive the shock. I never saw that coming, now it's all gone. I never saw that coming. I never saw that coming. Red lanterns hanging low tonight, swaying in the winter light. Crowded streets, familiar songs, but but something here feels wrong. We stood beneath the same old glow, said words we both already know. The noise around us filled the air, but silence lived between our stares. This moment's heavier than it seems, like letting go of a shared dream. It's a red lantern goodbye under borrowed light, smiles breaking just to get through the night. We promised we'd be fine, but truth slipped by in the glow of a red lantern goodbye. Firecrackers fade too fast, just like things we couldn't last. Every step away from you feels like something terribly loose. I memorize your shadow there on streets we used to share. If endings had a colored tone, it'd be red and overgrown. We tried to hold what time refused. Now all that's left is truth. It's a red lantern goodbye under borrowed light. Words shaking, trying not to cry. We said we'd be fine, but hope ran dry in the glow of a red goodbye. Maybe in another year this won't hurt the same. Maybe we'll both smile at the sound of each other's name. But tonight the past feels near, and tomorrow feels unclear. Break, hold your breath. Let it go. It's a red lantern goodbye. When the old year dies, I walk away with trembling pride. If love learns how to survive, it'll find new skies. Past this red lantern goodbye. Lanterns dim, we begin.
I ignored the signs I silenced out. Told myself I'd work it out. Everyone said give it time, so I buried what felt wrong inside. Late night thoughts I brushed away, calling fear what felt like fate. I kept choosing hope instead of the truth living in my head. I questioned every instant I had, tried to believe the best, but I was right all along. Even when I held on, even when I tried to be strong, something always felt off. I blame my heart, I blame my past. Said I was overthinking fast, but deep inside I always knew I was right. myself again. I was right all along, and now I'm moving on. I won't carry what doesn't belong, just to prove I'm strong. I trusted truth when it was quiet. Now it's louder than before. I don't need proof anymore. I was right all along. Yeah, I was right all along. Yeah, I was right all along.
The night stayed longer than it should. Every word echoing slow. I left with more than I arrived, but less than I could hold. Time moved on, I didn't. I'm still carrying that night like it never really ended. Every dream I said goodbye to still feels half invented. If I ever learn to let it go, it won't be tonight. I'm still carrying that night. Fade to quiet. Fade to light.
I knew someone who woke up early before the world made any sound. Coffee cold, hands still shaking, bills spread out on the counter down. Dreams packed tight in old shoe boxes, hope wearing secondhand shoes. Smile like everything was fine, even when it wasn't true. Never talked much about the way, just carried it anyway. This is the story of someone I know who bent but never broke. Life hit hard then hit again, still showed up, still held hope. Not the kind they write about, no trophies on display, just a quiet kind of strength that survives another day. I watched them lose more than money, watched plans fall through the cracks, heard apologies to the mirror for dreams they couldn't chase back. Every setback left a scar, every scar still burned, but quitting was never an option. Some lessons were just learned. Pain stayed longer than it should, but so did the will to stand. This is the story of someone I know who bent but never broke. Life hit hard then hit again, still showed up, still held hope. Now still trying. This is the story of someone I know, still standing on their feet. Not because the road got easy, but because they refused defeat. If tomorrow comes with trouble, they'll face it the same way, with tired eyes and steady hands. Choose to stay. I know them well, I see them every day.
The street lamps hum a hollow tune at 3 a.m. while you're tracing cracks in the sidewalk again. You wear your silence like a heavy winter coat, while the world stays busy, staying afloat. They see the shadow, they hear the door slam, but they never look closer at the who or the am. Oh, you're a book written in a language they don't speak, a mountain of strength they mistake for the weak. They call it a storm when you're just trying to breathe, missing the garden beneath all the weeds. It's a lonely kind of magic, a quiet kind of blue, being the only one who knows the truth of you. You've got a nervous laugh that sounds like a plea, and a habit of hiding where no one can see. To them it's coldness or a heart made of stone, but it's just the armor of the long time alone. They judge the static on your radio wire, never knowing you're just trying to put out the fire. Maybe one day the light will hit just right and wash away the labels they gave you tonight. Until then you're a secret that nobody keeps, a promise that's buried a little too deep. Yeah, you're a book written in a language they don't speak, a mountain of strength they mistake for the weak. They call it a storm when you're just trying to breathe, missing the garden beneath all the weeds. It's a lonely kind of magic, a quiet kind of blue, being the only one who knows the truth of you. So keep your secrets, keep your ghost to the ones who need the understanding most. The world is loud, but your heart is deep, and some treasures are just too heavy to keep, too heavy to keep. Just a whisper in the sleep. Just faces in the crowd, borrowed time, borrowed sound, lanterns floating, streets alive, another night just passing by. I wasn't searching for a sign, just letting moments drift by. Then the sky began to open and everything aligned. The world went quiet in between the sparks and what they mean. That's when fireworks found us in the middle of the noise. Every color pulling closer, like it already knew the choice. For 1 second, time stood still, hearts louder than the drums. We didn't know the future then, but fireworks found us. Crowds moved like a rolling tide, but we stayed on our side. Every glance felt accidental, every breath felt amplified. We spoke in half-finished lines, let the silence do the rest. Some moments do not ask permission, they just settle in the chest. It felt like fate without a name, like truth without the flame. That's when fireworks found us in the middle of the noise. Every color pulling closer, like it already knew the choice. For 1 second, time stood still, hearts louder than the drums. We didn't know the future then, but fireworks found us. Maybe it was just the light, or the way the night stood still. But some beginnings write themselves before we know they will. Hold your breath, look up. That's when fireworks found us as the sky began to bloom. Every spark was telling stories we were not ready to lose. If everything fades with time, this moment still becomes the night the world went quiet, when fireworks found us. Smoke in the air, we were there. In a house made of glass on the edge of the shore lives a woman named Alara who doesn't speak anymore. She collects broken mirrors from the ships lost at sea and glues them to walls so she's never lonely. She says every shard holds a face that was bright before the big water extinguished their light. She's stitching a ghost bag together with twine, tracing the cracks where the sun used to shine. Oh, Ilara, the tide's coming in with the weight of the secrets beneath your pale skin. You're building a puzzle that never fits right, reflecting the stars in the middle of night. The world is a window you're trying to mend, but some things stay broken right up to the end. She paints with the salt that she scrapes from the sill. The city is moving, but Alara is still. she's forbidden to say. The man who went sailing and drifted away. She thinks if she angles the glass just away, she can catch the last glimpse of his very last day. But the silver is peeling, the images blur, and the woman in the mirror looks nothing like her. The wind howls a melody she used to know, but the notes are all buried in the sand down below. She's a lighthouse for no one, a fire in the rain, trying to find beauty in the center of pain. Secrets beneath your pale skin. You're building a puzzle that never fits right, reflecting the stars in the middle of night. The world is a window you're trying to mend, but some things stay broken right up to the end. The glass is so cold, the ocean is gray, the pieces are falling and washing away.